Mirza Beg is not that quick. He's bowling to the right space. That is why the ball is just stopping onto the batsman. On the other hand, Farooq is bowling seam-up deliveries with pace. That is why both the batsmen were able to play their shots.
Yeah, I think the pitch is better suited to this pace for the bowlers. Beauty. It was a really good length. Very, very well bowled. Good cricketer, isn't he? Mirza Mohammed Beg, handy with the bat, looks a good leader, speaks well. Lot to like about him.
The ball just nipping away after pitching. Kushal Patel trying to fetch that ball outside the off stump, but completely beaten. He's bowling at the right pace. That is the pace you should bowl at in this kind of a wicket. Slowish wicket.
Yeah, this is going to be the first chance and the first wicket. Patel looked to ramp. I think it's a very difficult pitch to do a shot like that, or to affect a shot like that upon. And Mirza Mohammed Beg gets great reward. Qatar in the wickets early. And it comes as no surprise that it's going to go to the captain. Patel's got to go.
Getting the leading edge, keeper coming under it. Simple catch to the keeper. Imam Malindu. Draws first putt against Park. Kushal Patel has to depart for 6. Park 14 for 1.
नेपाल को विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पानी नेपाल सब ठीकठाक लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
Last few days, certainly very well. Such a young man, 27 in this format, strike rate 118. Lots of starts, 16, 18 and 20. For a batter of his consistency and aptitude, you'd like to think that at least one or two of those scores might have been 40s or 50s. If he could get 40 or 50 tonight, it would go a long way to helping his side, because I do not think runs are going to come easily this evening. He'll be at a real premium. No inside edge, could have got anywhere. He's going to get 4, but that could easily have been 2 and 2 balls as the one captain nearly cleans up and castles the other.
A lovely escape for Roy Patel, the ball. In after just missing the stumps inside it. Finally, Peter was inside the circle. With a slip. This is a good move by the captain. Slip. Pressure on the batsman. Is that the luck one needed?
Unfortunate that Patel also, he's 70th innings in T20 cricket. He's only ever once been out for a duck, which from a conversion rate, it's actually it's one of the best records in the T20I game. There's only 3 players who play more innings and have less ducks in them. Angelo Matthews won in every 73 games. Henderson Dhoni won in every 85.
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल स्वस्तिक सोयाबिन तेल 30 वर्षको विश्वास
Countweight, womanweight, some of these dark plans.
Bilisma हुनुहुन्छ आफ्नो नम्बरबाट सेवा रजिस्टर
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला यति कार्पेटको शहंशाह.
The innings, when the hardness comes out of the ball, I think Nepal might be best served to take a bit of risk here with the extra pace on, but Farouk's going to continue from the media centre end of the ground, where we're positioned right up high here on the 3rd floor of this fantastic facility.
Good tidy stop.
We know how well Nepal will field, and they might turn this into a second, not quite. Very slow and direct it, just as well Powell didn't go back, but 3 runs saved, but there was a good diving effort at backward points.
It was timed very nicely by Asif Sheikh. They are not getting wet, but they are creating wet, giving themselves room outside the off stump, cutting that into backward point. It's all about partnership for Nepal from now. They have to read the pace of the wicket. I think Asif Sheikh has read it.
It's a good looking cricket shot, I'll tell you. Pace on the ball, might not quite get to the rope. Oh, he's ended up standing on it. We haven't seen many threes, have we? Very few, in fact, throughout the tournaments. Fancy bit of footwork saves a run. As Powell starts in sparkling style, that's a really good shot.
Pace on, delivery on the pads. Flicked it away nicely into deep mid wicket. He stepped on the ball.
I don't know if you said we were off air there for a second with the replay, but Rahul Asher, if we just go back to the normal camera angle, just missed it there, but he was doing 2 things. One, he wanted to get the ball to have a look at it, and 2, you can see the area that Rohit Powell is just patting down. He's given a warning. It's an official warning to Farooq for running down at the centre of the wicket. He's got to get off the pitch. Sliced away for just a single. These are important overs, these ones, Paresh, aren't they? Because, look, I might be proved completely wrong come the end of the 20 overs. I don't see this being a high scoring match.
We saw the first game in the afternoon. UAE just scoring 112 in 20 overs, losing 7 wickets, and that went to the last over. 12 were needed to Oman for a victory in the last over. They managed to do so. So if Nepal can get around the 130 to 140, they can make a game out of it.
Oh, beats the outside edge. Nice angle that time. Yeah, I think for me, sort of Powell's kind of nice. In fact, if you could pick 2 batters you would like out there right now for Nepal, it's probably these 2. Maybe the best 2 techniques in the team.
We're talking about Asif Sheikh. His elegance shows what we saw yesterday, the drives that he played. And Rohit Powell is also technically correct. The last ball, the ball came in the air and straightened after pitching.
Nasty short ball. Powell rides the bounce quite well. You can see Qatar are trying to be really positive in the field. They're trying to make an impact. The reality is that they'll be outmatched in the second innings. I would suspect if Nepal are to kind of drive home their dominance, of course, at a higher ranked side of the 2 here, it'll be the fielding and the running between the wickets where they might be able to find a 15-20 run disparity across the 2 innings. And on a pitch like this, a lower, slower, more difficult to score on one, that will be really important.
The running between the wickets is very important for both the sides, but Nepal, I think they are a bit on top.
Oh, that's hooped back in. Significant movement. Again, running between the wickets, excellent, so they'll get the single. But that one went like a banana. End of the 4th. Some good signs for Qatar. They've started brightly. It's 25 for 1.
Mirza Mohammed Beg, the captain, 3 on the bounce. He's fought extremely well.
Pulled 4 in the bouts, didn't he? I know that was mainly because of the leg injury over on pitch 2. Oh, that's not the shot to play, Asif. A big appeal, it's going to be given. Oh, he took a long time to give it, Shiju Sam. We're up in the box here, we cannot hear anything out there. Asif Sheikh looks a bit perplexed by the decision. That must have been 5, 6, 7 seconds that Shiju Sam took to think about it. Qatar were convinced. And the umpire's finger eventually went up.
This is the second time Asif Sheikh got out playing across the line.
Really strange, the bowler hasn't appealed. And then the keeper's gone up, Imal Lianage, the vice-captain. He's almost kind of convinced the captain to join in with the appeal. Whatever the case, the umpire's decision as always is final. And Sheikh's got to go for 11. Nepal are in early trouble. 25 for 2.
नेपाल टपको विकल्प छैन आजको जमानाको भरपर्दो पाइ नेपाल टप सब ठिकठाक
लक्ष्य अनि एनर्जी 8 एनर्जी भनेकै रेड बल
Bebe, eu te vou logo mais.
हे त्यो किस बल छैन टु पिएम किस बल छ के
यो भन्नुभयो उहाँले 2 टिम्स चोइस
Irma, तपाईँको छिमेकी
Every single player that's ever played for Nepal, maybe with the exception of Paris Kapia, in their history has come in for some criticism. And Kushamal is all under the microscope at the moment.
Yeah, they all have. Kushan Mullah, just he has to answer back to the criticizers that he's good enough to be in the playing 11.
The difficult thing here is that it's probably not his kind of surface to explode and score at those hyperbolic strike rates, 150, 160. Good innings today would be 40 off 40. People shouldn't criticise that, and they should be aware of that. As Baig has his tail up, starts right on the money. Difficult period this for Nepal. They are in trouble, and there is no doubt a good toss to win. 120 could be a good score tonight.
Talking about the captain of Qatar, Mirza Mohd Bey, he has 2 4-4s in this tournament so far. The first one against Malaysia, and the second one in the Super 6 against Oman. And today's game, he has already taken 2 wickets.
They're already 10. In fact, 11 to his name if you stick in that one for against UAE. So what a tournament he's having. Also with scores of 35 and 30 in there. Around the wicket, up around the corner, good shots. Man will get off the mark. Nepal fans are trying to do what they can, and oh, there's a very unhappy Rahul action with that throw. Oh, everything but the wooden spoon has come out there for Amir Farouk, who just pounded it into the turf. You can't be doing that.
That is what Siju is implying to the fielders. Just only one bounce, don't just throw rapidly onto the wicket.
You have to watch so many things as an umpire, don't you? And so often, it's only when an umpire makes an error do they come into the news. You know, good umpires or referees in whatever sport will always say, I know I've had a good day if no one's talking about me. Oh, great deflection. That's vintage Rowan Powell. He's only fractionally offline, if that, but he uses the pace on the ball better than maybe any batter in Nepal colours, and it's the perfect little leg glance. He'll get 4, he'll go to double figures.
This is the first time the Baig has a straight down the leg side. Played it late, Rohit Paudel, very fine. There is a fielder, but very wide, very square, down to long leg.
Yeah, those 11 wickets that Mirza Mohammed Bey has have him top of the wicket-taking charts. 11 ahead of Jitin Ramanandi and Declan Suzuki, who's got both of 7 for Oman and Japan respectively. Who tries to do the same, but will get a wide instead. Not many batters have really had a huge amount of joy. Alishan Sharafu is the leading run scorer, but only 6 batters altogether have 100 runs or more. Kendall Kadawaki Fleming, he's really impressed you for Japan, Paresh.
Yeah, the left-hander, the captain of Japan, is always playing straight, looking to score runs from the start, utilizes the power play.
And remarkably, there's only one batter striking at up above 160 That's Gulshan Ja, an even 200. Oh, beauty. Angled in, cuts away. He's got it on a string. I suspect he might ball 4 on the bounce here. Why wouldn't you if you're Qatar's captain?
That is what he did against Malaysia, limping and bowling 4 on the bounce, taking 4 wickets. Today he's not that limp. He was limping in the first over that he bowled, but now he seems to be okay.
Good time to ask you to get in touch with us. Use that hashtag T20 World Cup. And let us know where you're watching from, if it's on Kantapur back in Nepal, Fancode in India, or ICC TV, live and free around the world. Do get in touch, use the hashtag T20 World Cup, or you can get in touch directly with me, Andrew Leonard, at Cricket Badge. Any questions for Paresh? Let us know. I've got one from last night I've been dying to ask you, and I don't have an answer, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Maybe you'll think about it across the over break. We'll play the straight over. Wicket from it, it's 31 for 2. You a tweet last night asking me if the Cardiac Kids and their cricket team was a film, what would you call the film? Or
Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
100% pure sunflower बाट बनेको धारा हेल्थ रिफाइन्ड sunflower oil.
गजबको पिरो. अब 120 ग्राम 20% एक्स्ट्रा तौलसँगै रु 50 मा गजबको पिरो. फुटबल पिरो छ.
Can't wait, won't wait. Something's dark fantasy.
excitement, sheer excitement that is hard to replicate. I'm not sure of the movie title I would come up with for them, but something about heart-stopping, pulsating, enthralling love of the game of our great sport of cricket. As we'll see, the first spin come on, and the spin generally went pretty well in that first encounter, particularly I thought Oman's bowlers who took the pace off were impressive. We'll see Mohamed Azim come into the attack. And he starts well. And the reason he's in is left-handed Kushal Mala's at the crease. This is going to be a test here for Mala.
That was speared in by Azim into the left-hander Kushal Malla. Game beating outside the off stump. This is a good start for Mohammad Azim. The support staff, the head coach, the assistant coach, they should have faith in Malla, and they should have told him, go enjoy your batting.
Oh, what a delivery. Close to unplayable. Mala does really well to keep that out. I think if he misses this, it's probably bowled him. It was the perfect, speared in, very flat. It's found grip. There is turn in the surface as early as the 6 over. It's done very well to keep this out. Oh.
It was darted in and straightened after pitching. Malla getting that edge. But quick single taken by Rohit Patel, calling Malla to the non-striker's end.
Speared in. I think it was Powell that got out in the first game like that against Kuwait, was it? The leg spinner who was spearing in those Yorkers?
Yes, it was. He tried to play across the line, tried to flick the ball which was on the middle stump.
And Kushal Mala too. I think both of them were yorked by the spinner. So Qatar have probably done their homework here, because clearly that's a tactic. When the pace comes off the ball, all of a sudden the run rate just comes grinding to a halt. If you're watching on from whichever one of the 7 provinces or 77 districts across Nepal, don't be expecting big hits and loads of high scoring action this evening. I think it'll be more likely another low scoring thriller like we saw this afternoon. Slower through the air, now sharp turn. You single to close out the power play and the 6 over. It's 33 for 2.
लक्ष्य अनि Energy 8. Energy भनेकै Red Bull.
विदेशमा हुनुहुन्छ आफ्नो देशमा बाटो सेवा
प्राइम बिलेटबाट बनेको हरेक निर्माणको मेरुदण्ड MIT, an internationally recognized degree, Bagbazar, Kathmandu.
Panchakanya bathware, luxury made affordable.
Important to get a boundary. Not much of a power play, but 2 wickets gone. I think the power play goes to Qatar.
Yeah, I would agree with you. But equally, if Nepal scrap up to 130, 140, could be a very good score, particularly with their bowling and fielding attack. One thing we've already learned for those who came into the Super Sixes expecting one-sided games, no Super Six win is going to come easy. That is for certain. Even in that Oman Qatar game, Qatar stages that chase were right in it, leading 178 in the second over. Mujibur Rahman is a very good left-arm spinner. He's into the attack, into the game, and it comes off the toe end. Not where Powell intended, but the outfield's quick enough to guide it to the rope and to find the boundary for the captain of Nepal, who's going to be so important for this evening.
This was outside the off stump, got the inner edge. I think that came off the outer edge very fine towards the third man.
It may well have even been an outside edge, not the toe end. And with it being a 7 PM game, plenty of Nepal fans who live here in Muscat's finding their way in to cheer on their team. Good batting, follows the boundary up with a single. I met a group of doctors yesterday, Paresh, from Salala, which is the second biggest city, or one of the other major cities in Oman, right down the south. Over 30 of them, all doctors, all having trained and qualified in Nepal, have emigrated here to Oman. When they flew up to Muscat in the morning, they flew back home last night, they all took leave for the day. They were all wearing the same Nepal national team shirts. Incredible group of guys. I think if we ever need some healthcare in Salala, we're good to go, Paresh, me and you. But the joy and the jubilation and being here for that yesterday for them, it filled me. Oh, it was so special to talk to them. We got a big group photo together, a great group of guys. I'm sure they're watching on this evening. That'll be a wide outside the off stump. The passion and the scales that Nepal fans go to support their team, whether it's in person or watching on their smartphones or their televisions, quite remarkable.
But that is the praise that Nepali supporters have for the team. Beaten outside the off stump. Oh, he's mixing his pace, his body a bit slow sometimes, giving it a rip.
For me, maybe not Samara so much, but he's probably falling a bit too flat. A bit slower on this surface is the way to go. It should be a wide, and instead it's dropped. I'm not quite sure why Kushal Mala played a shot at that, and he's been given a life. It was, well, as easy as they come too. Hale comes down to have a word with his precocious youngster. What exactly is everyone doing out there?
He drops a dolly head back at point.
Would have been a massive wide. Some confused thinking here from Kushal Mala, who's having a difficult tournament. That was a poor shot. Now, how often do we see this? The next ball gets pumped in the ground for 6. He should have been dismissed for 2. Instead, maybe he's got into his work now. And Nepal's, their fans, they love it. What an amazing 2 balls that was.
Right on the slot. Hit it straight down the ground. This will give a lot of confidence to Kushal Malla. The way he was going about in this tournament. No scores, no runs at all. I think this is the first 6 in this tournament for Kushal Malla.
Yeah, you're spot on. It is the first maximum, and that tells a story.
Swastik soybean तेल 30 वर्षको विश्वास
Special celebrations like झगले special बनाउने सधैँ KFC.
यति कार्पेट किन्दा कार्पेटको पछाडि यतिको लोगो हेर्न नबिर्सिनुहोला